Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope all are fine and safe. Yes, last week we have completed with our literature reader, right? Yes, today we can start with our grammar, chapter 4, verbs, which is a very simple chapter. So, in this, we are going to see what is transitive and intransitive verb. Okay? Yes. Yes, I know you all have already come across the word verbs. What is a verb? A verb is a word that shows an action or state of being. In other words, they explain what something is or is doing. So, a verb is nothing but the action performed by the subject. For example, she is running. Here, running is the action done by some girl. So, running is the verb. He is writing. So, the action here is the writing. So, that is the verb. So, it is an action word which was done by the subject. Here are some examples for you. I love weekends. You learn English. She rides a bike. So here we have three things in a sentence. Okay, which we have already seen in our first chapter sentence. A sentence should have a subject and a verb. Okay, the third one is our object. Okay, so I love. Automatically a question will come there. What? You love what? I love weekends. So without the weekend here, the object, the sentence is not a meaningful one. Yes? Yes. The next, you learn English. Yes? Here you learn. Without English, that object, the sentence is not meaningful. So we have added one object to this. You learn English. She rides. Rides what? A bike. Yes. So a sentence should have SVO. Shortly we say it as SVO. That is subject, verb, object. Okay. So this is very important for a sentence. So always the actions performed by the subject. So in these sentences, what is the verbs, the actions are love, learn, writes. So these are all the actions done by the subjects, I, you, she. So the actions performed by the subject is called as a verb. Okay. So verb without object. The sentence can also have the verb alone there without an object. For example, Amit runs. Okay, here without any object there, only with the subject and the verb, we can have a complete meaning of the sentence. That is, Amit is running there. So, Amit runs. Next, the cock crows. So, without any object. Okay, the cock is the subject of the sentence, crows is the verb. So, there is no object, but the sentence is a meaningful one. Yes, the girl smiles. Here is also the girl is the subject, smiles is the verb. There is no object, but the sentence gives you the meaning. So, a sentence can be with subject, verb, object, or otherwise with subject and verb to give a complete meaning. Okay, so that is what we are going to see in this chapter. Types of verbs. So the verbs are of different types. First one is the regular verb. Next, irregular verb. Next, linking verb. Next, transitive verb. Fifth, intransitive verb. Sixth one, finite verb. The last is the infinite verb. Okay. So in this, we are going to see about the transitive verb and the intransitive verb this year in this chapter. Already you have come across this two, transitive verb and intransitive verb, in our last class itself. Yes. So once again we are going to recollect the things. Yes. So transitive verb means a verb which requires an object after it to complete the sentence meaningfully is called a transitive verb. So which we saw the example, 3 examples we saw before, right? So in that there was a subject, verb and also an object. So those types of sentence are called transitive sentence or a transitive verb. The verb is called as a transitive verb. Okay. So it also answers the question what. Fine. So the object is also as a question what. Right. She rides what? A bike. Then those types of sentence are called transitive sentence, or the verb is called the transitive verb. Yes, here one example I have given you. See, I fly. I is the subject, fly is the action performed by me. Okay, fly. What? A kite. So it is asking a question what? I fly a kite. So the fly here in the sentence is a transitive verb, because without a kite, without an object, the sentence is not meaningful. Yes, I fly. Is it giving you any meaning? No. We need something to be added to that. Yes. So I fly a kite. Now the sentence is meaningful. Right? So I fly a kite. Next, she likes mangoes. So if you have only she likes, is it giving you any meaning? No. You need something to be added to the verb to make the sentence meaningful. So she likes mangoes. Yes. So here this mangoes is object. Okay. But without that object, the sentence is not meaningful. So this type of sentence is a transitive sentence, or the verb is called the transitive verb. It always answers the question what. Is it clear? The next type is the intransitive verb. A verb which does not require an object but conveys a complete meaning is called an intransitive verb. Okay. For example, the stars twinkle. Yes, here the stars is the subject, twinkles is the action. So if there is any object in the sentence? No. Is it asking a question what? No. So there is no object in the sentence. Only subject and verb itself gives you a complete meaning. So these types of verbs are called intransitive verb. The bell rang. The bell is the subject. Rang is the verb. Is there any object? No. But this gives a complete meaning. So these type of verbs are called intransitive verb. Okay. So with this we can complete the class today. We'll have the full explanation of transitive verb and intransitive verb in. Yes. So next class we'll see the book explanation and the exercise for this transitive and intransitive verbs. Okay. Go through the video with your book. You can understand it better. Okay, students? Thank you, students.